This conference will now be recorded.
So the codes what we are going to learn here is full stack Java. So this codes are divided into some contents, like initially we go with core Java, even we call Java SC standard edition. Then we go with web technologies, advanced Java, even we say Java EE enterprise edition. Then we go with very important one, frameworks, and we'll be seeing some real-time tools during our course. And finally we go with the project here. Now coming to this core Java, this Java SE stands for Java Standard Edition. Java SE stands for what? Java Standard Edition. And the main use is used to develop standalone or desktop applications. Used to develop standalone or desktop applications. So can anyone take examples of standalone applications? Examples of standalone?
We don't have any idea, sir.
No idea. So this is, we have already used those applications like Notepad, Paint, MS Office like Word, Excel, calculator. All these are standalone, means once we install, we need not connect to other system to run that application. Got it? Right? So such type of applications only we call standalone or desktop applications. Right? To develop these standalone applications, we go for this core Java. And the contents what we are going to discuss over here is, we initially start with Java introduction. Then we go with Java features. Then we'll be learning how to download and install Java. How to download and install Java. We are going with Java 16 version. Then we'll be learning about developing a Java application. Developing a Java application at command prompt. So since in my case I'm having Windows operating system, I'll be showing it command prompt, and even I'll be guiding you how to work with Linux or Mac. Then the next one we'll be learning about how to download and install Eclipse IDE. In our course, we are going to make use of Eclipse IDE to develop Java applications, and this Eclipse IDE will remain same for any operating system. Whatever the operating system it may be, it will be same. Then we'll be developing a Java application in Eclipse IDE. So this completes our introduction part of Java. We'll be having an idea what is Java, what is the purpose of Java, and how to develop Java applications practically. Then we'll be entering into the Java basics part. So the people who are not having any background of programming can understand over here Java basics, where we'll be learning about the meaning of keywords, variables, operators, then if statement, switch statement, then while loop, do while loop, for loop, like this. So this is the place where we go with more of programming, and this is the place where we increase our programming and logical skills. And once I start with the basics, I'll be giving the assignments to you that we need to do it and submit it back to us. The next one, arrays. So anyone having idea on arrays? So the main use of going for arrays is collection of elements. Whenever you want to collect some data, we go for arrays. Then the next and very important one, Java OOP, means object oriented programming. So this is the main thing for Java. If you are good with this Java object oriented programming, you can easily manage the remaining topics of Java. This is the base for our Java. Here we'll be learning about the meaning of classes, objects, then constructors, static keyword, packages, inheritance, polymorphism, final keyword, inner classes, access modifiers, encapsulation, abstract classes, interfaces like this. So this is very, very important one. This will take totally 5 to 6 classes for us. Okay. The next one, we go with LAN package. LAN package, where we discuss some of the predefined classes like object class, string class, string buffer class, string builder class, math class, wrapper classes. It is a very simple topic. Next, and one more very, very important one, exception handling. The meaning of exception is like a runtime error. Once we write the program, we have to run our application to see the result of our application. So during runtime, that situation only we call runtime. So during that time, due to some abnormal situations, we get some errors. Those errors we call runtime errors, and even we call exceptions. If you get an exception, the program or the application will get terminated. So to avoid that abnormal termination only, we go with exception. One more, multi-threading. So can anyone take examples of multitasking? Examples of multitasking. So whatever the question I'm asking, it's related to your daily routine work only. That examples only I'm asking. So the meaning of multitasking is like opening multiple applications in your operating system. Like in my case, I have opened browser, notepad, go to meeting like this. So you are listening to the sounds and typing some document in Microsoft Word. So working with multiple applications, that is multitasking. Then what is a thread is like? The example of thread is like when you take Gmail as a task, Gmail is a task. In that Gmail, how many compose windows can we open?
At a new tabs as well.
Yeah, multiple, right? When you open Gmail, in Gmail, how many compose windows we can open? Multiple, right? We can open multiple. Every compose window what you open in Gmail, it's a thread here. It's a thread. Threads are part of one task. And when I'm attaching, can we attach only one file or can we attach multiple files at a time? In Gmail, I'm asking about Gmail.
Multiple files, sir.
Multiple, right? We can attach multiple. So when one attachment is going on, I can even attach one more like that. We can, when attachments are going on, I need not wait for one thing to get complete. We can even attach multiple files. And when attachment is going on, I can even type the subject and body of the message also, because attachments are also threads here. The advantage of going for multi-threading is to increase performance of applications. One more good example of threads are like our GoToMeeting only. In this GoToMeeting, it's a task. I can show my screen to you, it's a thread. I can speak with you, it's a thread. I can record the class, it's a thread. So simultaneously doing multiple things in one task, that means the application supports multi-threading. Yeah. The next and one more important one, collections. So arrays are also used to collect the elements. Collections are also used to collect the elements. When we go for arrays, in order to collect elements, we have to mention the size, how many elements we want to collect. Like example, if you say 50, we can collect only maximum 50 elements. We cannot decrease or increase the size. But in collections, we can collect variable size, not at all fixed. How many elements we want to collect, we can collect. So in reality, we make use of collections more over arrays. Any project you take, we make use of collections in that. Okay. The next one, we go with the lambda expressions. Functional interfaces. Stream API. So I don't want to take more elaboration on this. It's difficult to understand for you at this stage. The next one, IO package. The meaning of IO is like input output. Whatever the programs we write, the data what we use during runtime, it is stored in RAM memory, and RAM is temporary. Then where we can store data permanently?
ROM, hard disk, sir.
Hard disk, right? We can store data permanently in hard disk, either in the form of data files or database tables. We are having two ways of storing data permanently, in the form of data files or database tables. This IO package is mainly to manage the data files. Okay. Next one, SQL concepts. Structured query language concepts using MySQL. So in our course, we'll be learning a database called as MySQL. Then we go with finally JDBC, Java Database Connectivity. Means from our Java program, we can connect to a database like MySQL. Very, very important topic. So with this, we complete our core part. The next one, web technologies. Will be entering into the next category of our course, web technologies, or even you can say UI design, means user interface design, front-end design. So here we'll be learning the topics like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, TypeScript, XML, JSON, and Angular. So these are the web technologies what we are going to discuss in our course. Angular is very, very important. But before we go to Angular, these three are the prerequisites. These four are the prerequisites for us. The next one, Advanced Java, Java EE. Java EE stands for Java Enterprise Edition. Java EE stands for what? Java Enterprise Edition. And this is used to develop web applications. So the examples of web applications, what we see like Amazon, Gmail, Facebook, Make My Trip, Book My Show, all these are web applications. Then here we'll be learning the contents like servlets and JSP. JSP stands for Java Server Pages. The next and very, very important part of our course is frameworks. So nowadays, any project we take related to Java, we make use of frameworks to develop the project. So compulsory, every Java developer should have an idea on frameworks. Here we are going to learn some of the important frameworks like Hibernate framework. Then we go with web services. This is not a framework. Then we go with the Spring framework. So why we do web services before Spring framework means in this Spring framework we make use of web services concept. That's the reason we do web services first before we go to Spring framework. And in this Spring framework, it is divided into so many modules, but we discuss some of the modules in that, like the important modules what we use during project. They are Spring Core or Bean module, Spring DAO module, where we go with three submodules like Spring JDBC. This is DAO module is mainly for database connection, where we go with Spring JDBC, Spring ORM, where we integrate with Hibernate framework, Spring data module. We go with Spring MVC module. This is mainly to develop web applications. It's for web applications. Spring Boot module and Spring REST module. So these are the modules we discuss under Spring framework. Very, very important. So you should be good enough with Spring. Then 80% of your project you can manage with the Spring framework. Yeah. Even we go with microservices using Spring Boot. Yeah. Next, during our course, we'll be discussing some of the real-time tools, like we go with the JUnit tool, Maven, GitHub, then we go with the Lombok, like this. Okay. Then finally, we'll be going with a project. Okay, I'll be just suggesting you, I'll be guiding you how to go with a project. Then the total duration of our course goes with the maximum 60 hours. Maximum 60 hours. Okay, it won't cross 60 hours. So we'll be completing within 60 hours only. And the time will be Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday at 7 p.m. IST. And the class will go for maximum 1 hour. So the classes will be Monday to Friday at 7 p.m. IST. The class will go for maximum 1 hour. Right? And the class is getting recorded. The recording, the document, whatever I'm typing, the diagrams, whatever I draw, the programs, whatever I'm going to write, everything will be shared to you after the class. So it's a regular process for us. Right? So that's about from my end. Let me stop recording.